So my name's Lucy Walton and I'm the ward manager on Ward 1 at the Heartlands Hospital. So I was the ward manager during the period of time when we transitioned from the decamp ward to the new Ward 1. So when I first heard about the idea about transforming the wards, I thought it would be a really positive thing for both service users, carers and staff within the wards. The hope that it would bring to the transformation was that we would have a more up-to-date ward that would be more fit to purpose for our service users and families as well, and that we'd have more modern facilities in line with new legislations that would be better suited to our patient group.
I'm Lucy Didcote. I am the ward manager on Ward 3. The new Ward 3 looks very modern now. The facilities are much nicer than previous wards. It's very open, very light, bright, a lot more airy. The communal spaces are much more open, much more accessible for patients. We have ensuite bathrooms now, so that allows people to have a bit more privacy and dignity when they're staying with us. I think that a lot of the new starters think that the facilities do look really modern. It does enhance their kind of work on the ward, being able to engage in less restrictive practices and being able to support patients' basic needs a lot better with their own bathrooms and things like that has been really good.
It feels much lighter, more natural, more suited to the work that we do, so it encourages more therapeutic interactions because it's more open plan and more spacious as well for our service users, and that interaction with staff is just more natural.
Ward 3 have had a really good relationship with Interclass throughout the whole of the build. Before we moved in, they were really responsive. They spoke to us a lot and they asked our opinions. Since we've moved in, they've been really good. Any issues that we've had, they've come straight away. The relationship that we've got with Interclass has been really, really good.
So when we've been working with Interclass, they've been really open about suggestions that they've made towards things that they think would be useful, and open to our ideas as well about how we see things working on the ward and what we'd like to be included, and sort of following up on those suggestions as well.
The artwork has been one of the biggest things. We had full control over picking the artwork on Ward 3. We picked it themed, it's all quite nature themed, dead calming, a couple of nice quotes which people can relate to a bit.
So I did previously work on Ward 1, so going back now it's been renovated, you can see the change. It feels much more fit for purpose and much more light and fresh and modern. The
first day on the ward, it was a bit surreal really, because there'd been so much planning and preparation that had gone into it. It was quite a big relief because it had finally come together. It was also really exciting to see that, because so many people had an input in it, that things had come and we'd actually moved in. It was really nice to see all the positive reactions from the patients that we moved up here on that day. And obviously they had quite a stark contrast from the old ward to the new ward, so their positive feedback was really, really lovely, and how they appreciated the facilities a lot more was really good. But yeah, it was on the first day. It was a lot of excitement. Very busy, very chaotic. Took us a couple of weeks to settle down, but yeah, a lot of excitement.
Yeah, so the first day that we sort of went onto the ward, it just felt like it was a fresh start for the ward, and we were able to sort of settle in, find our own place within the ward and the ward environment, and everybody was able to sort of go into their bedrooms and see the new bedroom spaces with the en-suites, and patients commented on that and felt much more at home and much more comfortable. I think when people think about traditional mental health hospitals and mental health settings, they can think it can be quite dark, a lot of restrictions, very not very inviting, very clinical. Whereas what the wards that we work on now, they're up to spec, they're modern, they are more personalised, so we've got pictures, patients are able to personalise their bedroom so they can have items from home to make it feel more homely. So we've stepped away from that sort of outdated traditional look and moved much more into a fresher, more modern space.
It's quite a small trust, so there is a lot of it's like a family feel, you know, everybody knows each other, we all speak to each other. You know, there's always somebody that you can reach out to, always somebody that can support you or help you with a query or a problem, or we work very closely with each other within the wards to support each other the best that we can, to get the best care for the patients really. So.